And Bob Brown, of course, in the meantime, is really starting to get annoyed about how the whole thing's developing.
I've bitten my tongue for quite a while on this, but here we have Julia Gillard moving herself to the right of Philip Ruddock and John Howard in a repressive attitude towards the rights of asylum seekers to be processed onshore in Australia.
And yet this could be one of those rare issues where the Greens are sidelined and when the two major parties get together. It's possible.
It is possible. I think there was a moment immediately after the High Court decision where it would have been open to Labor to say, well, you know, we've been done. We've got to revert to our previous position of onshore processing. They've chosen not to do that. They're sticking with offshore processing, and I think Bob Brown really is out on, you know, he's reflecting a lot of community support and, as you said earlier, support within both sides of politics for onshore processing.
Yeah,
but
just on that, on that support on both sides, let's hear from Russell Broadbent, who's a Liberal on this issue.
It costs a boatload of money to have people housed offshore. Boatloads of it. We spend millions and millions of dollars, and it's going to be billions of dollars housing these people overseas when they could be dealt with here. If they're refugees, we treat them under refugee treaties that we've signed. If they're not, we send them home.
But that's a minority view in both parties?
Well, yeah, it is, but a sizable minority on both sides, I think. And in the Liberal Party, it's not just their objections to offshore processing, but there are others who are also opposed to the Malaysian solution. As far as they're concerned, that's probably one step too far, just as I'm sure that, you know, a lot of members of caucus think that that's one step too far. So there's a lot of, you know, edginess on both sides in all factions about this issue, and especially with Malaysia, I think it's still a real sticking
There's a
point
lot of
with
people who find it offensive because it's not a criminal offence to apply for asylum. You know, we say it over and over and over. It's allowed under international law, it's allowed under our law. These people are not breaking the law applying for asylum. If they're found not to be refugees, they get sent home. But, you know, the people supporting onshore processing, that's the point that they're making.